are not live. This is a review. And hi, welcome to another review from the Benefit of the Doud podcast. Nothing matters. It's fine. Everything's fine. Hi, Cliff. Cliff is a guy who's here too. So here's Cliff.
Surprise, surprise. It's me. It's
Yeah.
me.
We sat here like doing pre-show for 40 minutes and not recording a darn thing. The second I push the record button, my heater kicks on and goes, starts going, oh! So I had to like grab my phone and like while the intro was playing, I had to open my thing and my app and turn it down. And that's just how these things go.
Isn't it delightful,
everybody?
Jim? Tech is wonderful.
Yeah.
That's what we're here to talk about today, as always. Although, I don't know. I guess we've done a few reviews of this sort of thing, but it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute since we dipped our toes in the audio realm.
Yes.
So today we are doing a review of the I picked him up to show him. Take it out and we don't have a post. Never mind. The Soundpeats Capsule3 Pro Plus. Earbuds from Soundpeats, which would be why I said Soundpeats at the beginning of the name. But this is going very well.
Off the rails, 3 minutes in.
Yeah. You think we made it 3 minutes? Wow, you're generous. We're actually we just hit the 2 minute mark of the recording right now. But anyway, we're reviewing these earbuds and. Like literally everybody who found us from search said, "Who are these idiots?" And they've already clicked off. I can't wait to see the metrics.
I might have to add some like royalty-free clown style music.
Yeah,
yakety sax.
Yeah. I think it's okay if we hum it. I don't think it's good if we play the original one. But whatever.
That's all that matters.
So Soundpeats, huh, bro? Yeah.
Wow.
Bro?
Yeah.
So, what's special about these earbuds is they use the xMEMS speaker driver dealy thing, which basically gives you really good bass in a set of earbuds. I went to go see xMEMS actually last year at CES 2024. I skipped them this year in 2025. Because I was reviewing these earbuds at the time, but also because like xMEMS, they make the thing that goes into the thing, and
people aren't so interested in the thing that goes in the thing.
Right? Yeah, they want the thing. They don't want the thing that goes into the thing, or they don't want to talk to the company that makes the thing that goes into the thing. So
xMEMS is really interesting though, and they've got more applications than just audio now. But it's essentially a microplanar driver that xMEMS has, which normally you find in like really high-end audiophile headphones, like over-the-ear headphones that require like a separate thing that you plug into to power it, and these are different. These are actually using a micro piezo like laminated like piece of silicon that vibrates, and so in addition to giving you which you said good bass, but also gives you because they're so responsive compared to like some of the competing earbuds out there that it actually gives you like really good fidelity, clear highs and mids, and so all in a very small package, and so particularly potentially game changing for true wireless earbuds.
Yeah, and speaking of the size of the package, this is what we're talking about here. It's this little guy.
AirPods-esque, as many of them. It seems like everybody, for the most part, is kind of going to the stem.
Yeah, the stem approach. Like we had. I'm not really a big fan of the stem approach. We had a lovely time where we would get the actual buds. Remember when earbuds were actually buds? Like I've actually got the Pixel Buds 2 Pro here. I mean, like that's a bud. This is a bud. This is a bud.
We hang a lot with buds.
This is I don't know. It's like a snake head with a tail.
It's a bud with a tail.
Yeah, I guess. Which I mean, fine. It's fine. but yeah, so like these, just pop into your ears like normal earbuds. The control area is like this little guy at the top of the stem here.
Mm,
Unlike, a lot of stems will give you like either like a squeeze motion or like,
mhm.
tap anywhere along here. No, it's specifically up at the top here. And that's
Which
how you
actually, it
control.
makes sense from the perspective of, like, because that's the part that's actually supported in your ear versus doing it
Right.
down on the stem, which can potentially dislodge the
Right,
earbud
which
when you're trying.
not
Yeah.
potentially does
Does.
dislodge.
Yeah. Mhm.
But yeah, but yeah, I mean, these are the earbuds. I mean, like you said, they're about the same size as most earbuds that are, of this same design. And they snap into the case quite nicely. This
Mhm.
they're all magnetical stuff, and it says along the bottom here, you can see it says, "Hear your imagination." It's a little blurry, but
Hear
come
your
on,
imagination.
come on,
Sounds
focus
sou
webcam.
sounds
But
really,
anyway,
sounds like it, was translated from a different language, which it probably was originally, something that had a
well,
lot of meaning.
you can't hear your imagination. Shut up, Scotty. All right, fine. Um, but yeah.
Sometimes I do wish I could hear my imagination. I just wonder what it would sound like. It'd be kinda like what's the movie with, the emotions from Disney? It'd be like one of those, and he's
Oh yeah,
talking, and
the
it's
Inside Out.
imagination. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. As for like sound quality, as for hear what you actually hear regarding your imagination, the sound is really good. The just like the straight up, music sound. Again, anybody who watches us knows that I listen to podcasts mostly. But I do manage to put on some tunes when I'm reviewing earbuds because that's what most of the kids do these days.
Those wild and
But
crazy kids.
but yeah, like no, the sound is actually really quite good coming from these. Like Cliff was mentioning, you get really good fidelity. You get really good super deep bass. And you don't lose any of those tones like in the mid range or the high sections. It's really super clear audio. I would say like on par with probably like the AirPods Pro 2,
Mm,
which are not as inexpensive as these, and we'll talk about the price in just a little
it's
bit.
high
But
praise in itself. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, like if you're looking from a sound quality perspective, AirPods Pro and these are probably on the same level. Should we bring up a little bit of
Bring up a little
skippiness?
skippage. Yeah, let's get to Skippy.
There's Skippy, and then we got to do the flippy thing, and then do that flippy thing, and there we
There
go.
we go.
So yeah, so these are the AirPods. The case is a little bit bigger than what you'll get with an AirPods Pro. I have the AirPods Pro here,
Huh.
so it's about the same size. It's a little bit taller, a little bit wider,
Mhm.
and definitely thicker. But that's all right.
Do
It
they
does
have
have really
wireless
good.
charging?
Do they have? Oh, I don't. You know what? That's like the one thing I didn't test. Let's find out.
Oh, let's find out,
Apparently not.
Skippy.
Apparently not. Um, but okay, so you're missing out on wireless charging. I that's weird because that's like usually one of the first things I check, but I
Yeah, yeah.
kind of forgot to do that this time around. But no, it's a Type C charging port.
Okay.
You can get 43 hours total playtime with including the case, which is really good in earbuds parlance.
Mhm.
You're usually you can a typical earbud will usually give you between, I'm going to say, like 30-35 hours, give or take. I feel like
Now is that with ANC off?
I would imagine that's probably with ANC off.
Yeah,
Now,
usually the
it's
quoted specs would be yeah, the
yeah,
longest they
it's
can get.
important for people to understand. I have never sat with these earbuds in my ears for 43 hours, and I will never sit with any earbuds in my ears for more than probably like an hour or two, realistically. Just because like that's not how when I'm sitting at a desk, I have over
Right.
headphones. When I travel, I'll usually have like earbuds, and I'll usually have a couple sets of earbuds. Although recently I've been using the Meta Ray Bans a lot for audio.
For audio,
Um,
because you
but
hate the people around you.
right. But anyway, so yeah, so 43 hours is the advertised battery life. I'm going to say I've been using these for a couple of weeks now, and I haven't charged them yet. So, but again, I don't sit at a desk for 8 hours. So if
Right.
your use case is sitting at a desk for 8 hours, I can't speak to that. But maybe pop them into the charger at lunch or something.
I don't know about you, but I can't wear earbuds for that long. It doesn't matter how comfortable, they're advertised to be. Even the most comfortable ones still feel a little uncomfortable after a few hours for me.
Sometimes I will, like, really the only time I'll ever wear earbuds that long would be like on a road trip or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Because like my family has no interest in the podcast that I'm listening to, so
Right.
I'll pop in earbuds and listen to them that way. Although again, probably Meta Ray Bans going forward, at least for the foreseeable future, since those are also my sunglasses. But yeah, so again, if your use case is like 8 to 10 hours, I would probably like charge them at lunch, because
Yeah.
I don't see an advertised battery life for just one charge of the earbuds. They only
Mm.
advertise the 43 hours. So
One more
um
question while we're talking about hardware. It's just I'm thinking of some of the questions our listeners slash viewers might have, and one of those
yeah.
is at least, and this is very like dependent on because everybody's ears are different. But were you
Mhm.
able to get a good seal?
Yeah, and I have been blessed in that my ears always work with the shift tips that come like on the earbuds themselves.
Right.
I don't think I have ever gotten a better seal using a larger or smaller tip that like shift with an earbud. And I mean, we're talking like I have a bucket full of earbuds, and I've used the default earbud tip on every single one of them, and it's always worked,
And it's
and
always
it's
fun. Yeah.
lovely. Yeah,
That
so
is nice, really nice.
I'm a solid size medium. These do come with 3 different tips: small, medium, and large. So you should be able to find a seal that works for you, unless you are my wife, who has like preternaturally small dwarf ear holes,
Baby
like
ears.
baby ear holes. Yeah. So I apologize to the vertically challenged members of our audience, because although actually I don't actually know the politically correct term for, but this is probably not a forum to dive into that.
And
Anyway,
we should mention that these do support they're advertised as high res capable and certified earbuds that support LDAC
with
or LDAC, which is Sony's
nobody
proprietary.
cares.
And nobody cares
Cares.
because there's like
No.
3 music services. I think it's Amazon Unlimited, Qbuzz, Qobuzz, and there's one other one, nugs.net. And that's at least
Nugs.net. I don't know
so
about you, but when I want to listen to music, I head to nugs.net.
actually, I like
Absolutely. Every time.
if you're big into jam bands, then you'll like nugs.net or live music recordings. But
Okay. I
yeah,
would never go to
but
nugs.net.
so what you're not
Just so
hearing
you know.
though is like Spotify or Apple Music or YouTube Music, as far
Or
as having
Title,
that
we learned.
or
So
even Tidal, which is like the high res service that most people know. So I mean, it's
dozens
nice
and
that it
dozens of
has
Title
that.
users are so disappointed. But yeah. Um
Anywho,
Anywho, yeah. Also, while we're on the subject of the sound, the active noise cancellation is good. It's not
right,
amazing, but it's
right.
good. When the transparency mode is not that great. There's a ton of side tone
Mhm.
when you turn on transparency mode, and like you talk, you just hear your voice reverberating inside your head. I hate that. So like if you leave your earbuds in all the time, and you rely on transparency mode, these are not for you. But
Yeah, I'd say that the real, I mean, the selling point for these, especially at the price point that we're talking about, is the xMEM drivers. I mean, that
right.
that really, it's for the audio quality, the audio fidelity, all that kind of stuff. I mean, if that's your priority, then these are probably, worth checking out. But yeah, one of the
Yeah.
things that you and I were talking about was the app that you used to
The
play
app
them.
is not amazing. So now we're going to get into the negative portion of this review. This app is a bit of a dumpster fire. So there's three tabs on the bottom. There's settings, which we'll get into that in a second. There's home, which I don't know what the point of this screen is, except to possibly tell you what earbuds you already own and what the charge level is, but that's about it. And then there's shopping, just in case you are inspired to buy other Soundpeats things. That's a main tab in the app, folks. Just like, wow. Anyway, so when you're on this home tab, you've got this like little hamburger menu, which only works some of the time.
Yeah.
It's a little punchy.
Oh,
Hang on.
there you go.
There we go. And this is just like upgrading firmware. And here it says set. Okay, let's see what you can set. Oh, the language. Never mind. Okay. Like, just what? Anyway, so this is like the main settings area. And when I say main settings area, what I mean is if you're looking for a setting, this is where you will look for it, but I promise you it will not be here. But anyway, so like volume control, that's important, I guess, just in case like the Android phone that you're using doesn't have a volume button, I suppose. Anyway, there is an adaptive EQ, which I did not set up. That's the thing where like you put in your earbuds and it plays like through a series of tones on your left and right so that you can get an equally balanced sound. I never did that because honestly, I was reviewing these at CES and I didn't have time. And I never had a quiet area to do it.
Yeah, that's the thing. It says go into a quiet area where you can where it can analyze your ear and what you can hear and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, I get that.
Then we get into the equalizer, and here's your presets. You push that button and nothing happens, so there are no presets. And then your custom equalizer, which you can have exactly one custom equalizer, and that's it. So, and then you can turn on ANC, normal mode, and transparency mode, and you can turn on game mode, and you can disable touch key one-click functionality. That is the entirety of the app.
Not a lot of customization. Yeah.
No. And speaking of which, the touch controls I mentioned, this is the touch area for the Soundpeats. Right. Those are not customizable at all. And speaking of which, the touch controls don't make a heck of a lot of sense. Like if you just touch once on either side, normally you'd expect that to be like a play or a pause or something like that. No, that's volume. So if you touch on the left side, it turns it up. If you touch on the right side, it turns it down. If you touch and hold on the right side, you skip forward a track. But if you touch and hold on the left side, you skip backwards a track? No, you don't skip backwards a track. You turn on active noise cancellation.
Nice.
Double pressing on both sides. Yeah, double pressing on both sides is, play and pause, which fine. But then, yeah, I mean, that's it. I mean, those are the controls. You cannot customize those at all. What you see is what you get.
It is so strange, just very quickly, because it's not like Soundpeats is a new player in the game. Like Soundpeats has been around for years, and headphones is pretty much all they do, or audio devices, and they've had time to develop this app. I don't know. That just seems very strange, but I can see how that would be a downside.
So go ahead. Yeah,
I was just gonna say, to be fair, I mean, I don't know if it's just me, but half the time I forget that earbuds have the controls and I just go to the actual music app and pause it or play it there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you and I are Android users, so we usually have like the play box on your lock screen, if you're playing something. So it's not hard to change things, and actually Apple has that too now, I should mention. It's not hard to change that stuff, but yeah, like I kind of agree. Like sometimes sometimes I forget that the touch controls are there, but at the same time, like I use volume a lot more than I use like
Yeah,
skip forward and skip
right.
back.
Me too.
Just because you're walking into a noisy environment, you want to turn things up, or if you walk out of a noisy environment, you want to turn things down really quickly without having to take out your phone. But like the one I use the most is to play and pause,
Right.
or to turn on or turn off active noise cancellation, because
Right.
like I'll be driving and like my wife will say something and I'll have to like pause the music and then turn on ANC and be like, what? Which
Right.
you can comment amongst yourselves about how rude it is to drive with somebody else in the car wearing earbuds, but
To
that's
each their own.
yeah, to each their own. But I mean, but honestly, like the main selling point to these earbuds has to be the price. And right now they are on Soundpeats website for $89.99. And I think they're about the same on Amazon. There will be a link in the show notes to pick it up on
So
Amazon
I
if
have
you want.
the Amazon listing pulled up, and so they are listed for 89.99, but there is a
Okay.
20% coupon on top of that. So that
Oh,
would save you
nice.
what, like a $10 or something like
About 20.
99?
Wait, is it 20% coupon? So
20%,
probably
yeah,
like 18-ish, give or
18.
take. Yeah.
So that,
So
20% is
yeah.
20%.
Yeah, so I mean, if it's $89.99, but you can get them for 70, that's pretty good. I mean, considering the sound quality that you're getting from these, that's a really good value. If you don't care about like the app or controls or you know like if you don't care about anything pertaining to actually using the earbuds, it'll be fine. But if you're just looking for a great sounding set of earbuds for less than $100 and no wireless charging, by the way, that's not bad.
Yeah, I agree.
That's
Yeah,
not bad at all. And like wireless charging, it's nice on a set of earbuds, but certainly
yeah.
not necessary.
That's definitely not a deal breaker for me. I mean, at this
Right.
price, I mean,
It
even
is
at
for phones, but not for
right, exactly. Yeah. It just,
yeah.
again, it depends on the phone or, the device like these. It's just a very good value proposition though for people who are, like you said, mostly concerned with audio quality, because I mean, there are headphones out there that, or true wireless earbuds rather, that have these xMEMS drivers that are over $200. So this is like a
Right.
good entry level price for getting access to those. So
Yeah, I mean, it's sub $100, and right now 20% off coupon, so you can get them for like less than 70. That's not bad at all. So, I would recommend them. Especially at that price for that sound quality. But let us know down in the comments. Do you have these? Are you picking up? Do you have any other xMEMS enabled earbuds? Let us know what you're listening to these days. And I'm gonna go give my dog a nice scritch on the head because he's demanding attention at the moment. But I think for now that just about wraps things up, right? So we're gonna
sounds
go
good.
ahead and end this one on a high note, and we can all say hi to the dog. But here for
That's
now,
right.
here's our outro. Oh, hi there. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, then you obviously liked what you saw. So why not take it a few small steps further? How about you drop a thumbs up on this video and maybe hit that subscribe button?
And while you're there, move that pointer over a few pixels and click the bell. All of that will ensure that we get noticed on the YouTubes, and we can make more of these videos just for you.
And if you want to go even a little bit further, you can head over to patreon.com/benefitofthedoud and sign up for as little as just $2 per month. And for that, you'll get early access to our videos and some bonus content that we don't show on the main channel.
Plus, we're cooking up new perks and benefits all the time. So go to patreon.com/benefitofthedoud and sign up today.
That's patreon.com/benefitofthedoud. And as always, we thank you for watching and for giving us the benefit of the Doud.